Hello, people of YouTube. It's Brittany and her goddess here on the tube and elsewhere on the interwebs. Um, I know that this is like a major question, like deep and heavy to put out there, but humanity's been wrestling with this thing a long time, wondering what are we here for? And the question of whether we're here to work or play or both. If it's to work, what is the work? What is the highest form of work? If it's to play, when, how? Religion is built up over this. Um, what I'll say is that a good place to start. This is legit here. A good place to start is with these out of body experiencers, these NDE experiencers, astral travelers. Um, why is that so major? Well, because it's not a religion specific experience. Across denominations and amongst people that claim not to be religious at all. There is an awareness that your purpose is specific to, but in terms of a generalization for humanity, it's God experiencing itself. Humanity is creatures. It's like we're creatures just like the rest of the creatures on the planet, and throughout the galaxy, throughout the universe, creatures. So the things that we do are really the things we're supposed to do. That's why there isn't really commentary where anyone comes back and is just like they got reprimanded. Nothing further than like stop holding yourself back. If there's something that you feel compelled to do, you are being compelled. If there's something you feel you shouldn't be doing. There's always some question marks. Is it because you were told you shouldn't be doing it? Or do you have a feeling that you shouldn't be? Question marks on the head. We are here to do more than make money, more than make babies, more than take up space. But there's activity just in existing. And we do this naturally. Some people, it's people, beings, think that if you don't make it mandatory for people to do something or other, or you don't dictate to them what to do, that they won't do anything. This is control. This is micromanagement. Everybody's going to do something or other. Um, right now, I'm thinking about those sandcastles, and those beach creations that people build. Someone just came up with it. Someone just decided, I'm gonna build a castle out of sand. Or that's turned into a competition. People are making money making sandcastles. um, and some people go into that with the intention of making money, but other people are just into making creations out of sand. Makes them happy, makes other people happy to walk on the beach and see said creations. Fantastic. Some people have concern that there would just be messes if cleaning isn't made mandatory, but there's cleaning compulsion. There are humans compelled to clean. There's enough people on the planet for everything to get done. There's concern from some that if debauchery is allowed, if people are allowed to be independent, allowed to be sexually liberated, that there won't be any marriage. There won't be marriage and there won't be babies. There won't be families if you don't make it mandatory. And I say incorrect. Everything naturally occurs. Some people are compelled to attachment. They like one person. They like to have minimal people or have a familiarity with the people that are around them. They don't like to know a lot of new people. They don't like to know a lot of people in general. Those people are naturally going to bond and stick. Some people are not oriented that way. They're more wandering type. Maybe more sociable. They can meet a bunch of people in a day and be ready to meet some more people another day. There's room for everybody. Some people like to have lots of children, and they have children with ease. Remember that show? Freaking, what is it? I don't know, 25 kids and counting, 18 kids and counting, something. The Duggars. Okay. Um, Not only is that their religion, that the belief is that there is no higher calling than baby making for a woman, raising a family. All right. Uh, she says that generally speaking, like for quite a while, for quite a number of those babies came out with ease. The pain of childbirth is a deterrent for from for some women. That can be enough of a deterrent uh, to prevent. Um, Also, awareness that times have changed. There's been plenty of shifts through the course of time about women and children, the caring of women and children, the responsibility and such. But adding to that, there's always been some renegades. Renegade women and renegade men. Women that don't want to do what a man says. Women that don't want to stay put. Women that are sociable. Um, I'm going back to how one is compelled, and I'm going to say that everyone is made the way that they're supposed to be made. We try to fit square pegs in round holes, and that's where there's a conundrum. everybody's listening in some regard to somebody. If that's your higher self, if that's society, if that's family, friends, everybody's listening. It comes down to listening to what feels best, to what feels right. Where your listening takes place shouldn't feel wrong. It shouldn't feel counterproductive. It shouldn't feel restrictive. And there's a difference between being held and being restricted. It's like the difference between your hands being cupped to like hold water. You can hold some water, and having a fist, like having something totally enclosed in your hand and you can't see what's in your hand because your hand is wrapped all the way around it. Life is naturally cradling you. And the illusions, the illusions of all these systems that people, beings have created is artificial restriction. It's real restriction. Like there's real, like it's happening. It's occurring, but it is manufactured as if we aren't held by life like every other creature. It's like we build houses and and roads and buildings. We place ourselves in nature. We tear all the stuff up and put a city there, and then get angry when there's wildlife around. They're not supposed to be here. They were there before the city was there. Now they're a nuisance. Now you want them gone. But where are they supposed to go? We create these problems, and then we have to figure out how to solve it. Um, just thinking about a chit chat, chit chat that was had, um, where we were discussing this. how every creature naturally finds the resources for shelter, knows how to shelter, knows how and when to couple, knows how to be attractive enough to, to reel in a coupling, knows naturally how to take care of the babies. This is made up, manufactured nonsense from beings to say that human beings don't know what to do. We can all figure out what to do. The thing is, unlike any other species on the planet, we can vary. We can do different things, and there's room for all the humans to do what they want to do. And that's why the teaching is that we are made in the image of gods. We are gods. Many gods. Baby gods. Gods in progress. Because we have choice. We can do different things. There is room for people to build, like if they just want to build all their life, they're into building. They're into woodwork or building houses or building vehicles. That being compelled to do some odd stuff, it's you, but also receiving intel, because that's part of our beingness, is that we are receivers of intel. We've been baby gods because there's things that we didn't have sense for, so we couldn't understand it, so we can't do. that's the limits to doing. But the natural limitations that occur at whatever level of your life, those are your guidelines, those are your parameters. For the vertically challenged of us, short people, there's a couple things we can do. We can get a little step ladder. We can know a tall person and ask ask a tall person to help us out when there's something on a high shelf or way up in a tree or something. We can learn how to climb trees. But or you can leave stuff alone that's beyond your height limit. This is how things are naturally sorted out. It's like how people talk about natural selection. You gotta think to yourself that it's just like, no matter how ugly you might feel like you are or whatever, like, there's been a straight shot of people that have wanted to do each other that led to you. Straight shot. So, and no matter how that occurred, consensually and non consensually, like one party, at least one party involved was excited. And that a straight shot of mothers have been able to carry babies to term, able to get you out the gate. That's not luck. That's not random. That's intentional. That's that's looked out for. That's working within nature's parameters. The cradling of life. So, um, I think this is pretty much all that I was trying to say in this one. That there's room for everybody to do what they want to do, be who they want to be. It's a man-made construct, nonsense, saying that people need to be dictated to. This is why other beings that come and look at humanity say it's like they got a little ways to go. They got some levels of consciousness to go, because while they still think it's necessary to hurt each other, they got a ways to go. But that's getting cleared up. But it's a consciousness thing, and that's why the sensitivity level going up. The more that people feel, the less harm. And it's feel on multiple levels, because it's just like, oh, some people are hurting folks because they don't they don't feel the pain themselves. It's emotional pain, there's mental anguish, there's physical pain, and there's the psychic proclivity. So anyway, all this going up, and that's leading to changes, straight up, across the board, across the planet. More feeling, more caring, less hurting each other. Fantastic. All right. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, I appreciate you. Sending lots of love your way, many blessings on your journey, and I'll see you in the next one.